Welcome, my loves, to this somatic exploration of the shoulder girdle and side body. Please go ahead and take a comfortable seat, whether that's on the floor or in a chair. Please find what works for you. And then when you're ready, we're just going to bring the hands to the heart center as we begin by centering ourselves for this practice, taking a few deep, slow breaths. Focusing our attention gently on the sensation of breath in the chest, particularly the upper chest, and feeling into the left and right side of the rib cage. Let the breath pull into the armpit space. Making this next inhale that little bit deeper. Emptying completely on exhale. Keeping the right hand on the heart center, just let the left arm drop to the side. And relax the fingers down towards the navel. Let the elbow be really heavy here. And I want you to feel into that right armpit space, starting to take the elbow away from the body and then gently resting it back in towards the waist. You can go ahead, bring a hand round here. Feel that side of the waist inflate as you inhale and take that elbow away, letting the elbow fall back in towards the side as you exhale. And it doesn't have to be a particularly big movement as you start. Just inhaling, floating that elbow away, feeling into that armpit space, almost imagining here like the mouth of the armpit starting to open. Feeling the shoulder blade on the back starting to glide. And we might just take a gaze across towards the elbow as we lift and lower, dropping the chin down towards the chest. Inhaling, lifting that elbow, keeping the thumb as close to the sternum as you can. Exhaling, dropping that shoulder, following the elbow with the gaze. Now we're going to start to unhinge from the elbow, reaching that right hand up and then hinging in at the elbow, relaxing the shoulder, bringing the elbow back into the waist. Just following through the movement with the gaze, keeping your focus nice and soft. Feeling into the whole side body now as we start to extend our reach up through those right fingertips. You might just take the left hand to the floor beside you. You can lean over and breathe. One more nice inhale. And then hinging at the elbow, relaxing the shoulder, bringing that elbow back into the waist, bringing both hands back to the heart, and again taking 3 slow breaths. Sticking with that same side, drop the left hand down. I'm going to inhale, float the elbow up. You might gaze over across to that side. Hinging from the elbow, reaching, take a breath in. And then as you exhale, turn towards the front and then the left side and bring that elbow across the body. Inhaling to open up to that right side. Exhaling, curling round to the left. You might bring that right hand across to the left shoulder. Inhaling, opening up. Exhaling, curling in. Keep going. Feeling that whole side of the waist, the length of the right arm. You might reach up and spiral that shoulder here, corkscrewing the upper arm, the forearm, the wrist, the palm. Incorporating some gentle turns of the head here, looking away and then looking back up to that hand. This is all very fluid, gentle exploration here. Bringing that right arm across the body, bringing the fingertips to the floor. Press yourself up on your fingertips. And then as you exhale, round the chin to the chest. Inhale, bring the chest through, looking forward. Exhale, rounding through the shoulders, dropping the chin to the chest. Inhaling, bringing the gaze through. Exhaling, rounding. Inhaling through. Exhaling, rounding. You're going to give yourself a hug here. Round through to the front of a little rock, side to side. That right hand on the left shoulder. You're going to take your left hand into your right armpit. It's a little heart hug. And as we sway side to side, you might find a little forward bend, a little rounding motion as we come to the front and back, rounding the rib cage forward and back, rounding to the front and back. And one more time. And then we're going to take this movement back in the opposite direction when you're ready. Keeping the breath nice and smooth and even. How does it feel to hug yourself, to let the head be heavy? Let's settle everything back into that starting position. Hands to the heart center, taking those 3 slow breaths. Dropping the right arm to the side, left thumb and fingers resting on the breastbone, curling towards the navel. As we inhale, taking that left elbow out and up. Feel into that space under the arm, the side of the waist, the mouth of the armpit, the inside of that upper arm to the tip of the elbow. You might take that right hand round just to hug the left side of the waist. Feel the breath inflate the rib cage. Maybe we start to incorporate some movement of the head, a soft gaze to the tip of the elbow. And when we're ready, hinging from the elbow, reaching up through the fingertips. Folding the elbow in, the hand back to the heart, the elbow back into the waist. Slow reaching. If you have a regular yoga practice, thinking about how this soft movement might change your perception of some of those big side-reaching poses. Think about your triangle pose, think about your extended side angle pose. Let's take a lean here over to the right. Feel from the hip through the left side ribs, that big armpit space, all along the length of that left arm, out through the fingertips. Bringing it all back in. And then reaching up and through. We spiral across, bringing that left elbow towards the right side waist. Opening up to the left, curling across to the right. Maybe the fingertips find the shoulder. Opening out, curling in. Opening out. Spiraling that left shoulder in and looking away. Spiraling the shoulder out and looking towards the palm. In and out. In and out. Feeling the relationship between the neck, the shoulder, the armpit space, the side of the waist. Let's bring it all round. Plug those fingertips into the floor. Maybe even walking the fingertips away. Inhale, find some length. And exhale, round in. Finding length. And rounding. Play with that. Opening and closing. Flexion and extension. When you're ready, taking yourself through that hug, coming back to center, the right hand moving into the left armpit here, the left hand on the right shoulder. Circling round to the front, little arch of the back as we go round. Here we've got that side to side movement mixed with that flexion and extension and the change of direction. The head heavy, the heart held in that loving embrace. Bringing the hands back to the heart center. letting both elbows be heavy here. The hands relaxed, the fingers soft. We inhale and take both elbows out at the same time. Feeling the shoulder blades on the back settle down as the elbows come into the waist. Feeling them float up towards the ears as we inhale those arms wide. Feeling the collarbones, the breath in the top of the chest. Letting the fingers start to float away. Make space here. Starting to explore reaching both arms up past the head together. And pressing that energy all the way down as we let the breath out. Soft reach. Big breaths. Reaching both arms up. Feel the sensations through the back of the shoulders, through the front of the shoulder girdle, across the collarbones, the breastbone, and feeling into the upper arms, the spaciousness in the arms and in the waist. Gathering that all back in, bringing that energy into the heart center. Letting it all go now as we take our final few breaths. Thank you so much for joining me in this little exploration. Wishing you a peaceful rest of your day. Om Shanti, Shanti peace. Namaste.